this is, as we all know, World Bank has been carrying out our ranking with respect to construction permit also. And based on that, what we are saying today, like in DBR 2018, number of procedures which was found out by the World Bank is 24, and now it has come down to 11 in the DBR 2020, and we are expecting that this number will further go down up to 7. Similarly, if we talk about the number of days in getting permission means getting building plan sanction, getting plinth inspection report, as well as getting the occupancy certificate. All these three activities, which used to take 157 days in the year 2018 as per DBR, now it is likely to go down to 30 in the next survey report, which is likely to come. Similarly, now if you are talking about the cost which is associated in getting this construction permit, which used to be almost around 13 to 14 lakh rupees, it has now gone down to less than a lakh in the last 3 to 4 years. So it's a big change as far as this ease of doing pertaining to construction permit in Delhi is concerned. And friends, I'd also like to say that there are certain quality parameters which is being followed in the world. In fact, there are only 3 countries which are fulfilling all the 15 quality parameters in the world, and India is one, at least Delhi is one of them. And all the 15 parameter pertaining to quality control index is being fulfilled by the Delhi. So that itself is a big achievement as far as Delhi is concerned regarding construction permit. The biggest challenge which was before us when all these activities started 3-4 years back, 5 years back, whenever it was envisaged, and we are thankful to Ministry of Urban Development, Government of India, because under their leadership also we really put a lot of hard work in the last 3 to 4 years. Delhi, as we know, there are multiplicity of authorities. In fact, there are 2 kind of agencies, internal and external. While processing the construction permit within the department, Law Department and Town Planning Department, these are the 2 essential departments which process the file, give their comments, especially with respect to layout, with respect to land use, with respect to kind of ownership. And if you talk about the external agencies in Delhi, there are 11 different agencies. Earlier, what used to be done, if an application comes for sanction or building plan, the letter goes to all the 11 agencies. Agencies may be relevant, may not be relevant. We used to wait for getting NOC from them, and it used to take a lot of time. And then getting NOC from any of the department is a Herculean task. It's not an easy task. We all know we are in this business. We are in the process of granting this construction permit. So getting NOC from all these agencies were really very difficult. So what we did, which we'll show in the next slide. So this system which we developed, OBPS, Online Construction Permit System, all the agencies have been hooked with our system. Once application is received, in auto mode, it is forwarded to all the agencies. And in fact, it goes only the relevant agency, the agency which is whose NOC is required. For example, if ASI is not required, application will not go to the ASI. And in order to find out which agency is relevant or not, that I will discuss in the next slide, we have the concept of color-coded zonal map. So the whole Delhi has been put on the GSDL platform. All the agencies, whether it is Airport Authority of India, whether it is Heritage Conservation Committee, whether it is your Archaeological Survey of India, all have been earmarked there. And it has been stopped to a great extent unless it is needed. So in this whole system, once application is received, our AE building processes in the office on the online system. Then it forwarded to the relevant agency for getting NOC. NOC is required to be given in 15 days. If NOC is not received in 15 days, then on 16 days, automatically it is the deemed. And once we take the deemed NOC or deemed approval from the relevant agencies, and then our XN building or super engineer building, depending upon the type of application, approval is done at that level. Once the application is approved, then the message goes to the applicant for depositing the payment of requisite fee, and once fee is deposited, then the construction permit is released online. The upper limit in doing all these activities is 30th day. If it is not done by our department, then on 31st day, automatic sanction building plan is approved and it goes to the applicant. Besides sanction building plan, once the building plan is sanctioned, the other activity is plinth inspection. So for plinth inspection, in fact, we have done the risk-based categorization of the buildings for all categories of building. If we talk about residential building, so up to 500 square meter building, it is the low risk building, less than 15 meter height. So if it is low risk building, then for field inspection, it is the architect is authorized to issue the online field inspection. There is no interface with the corporation officials. If it is more than, let us say, 500 square meter residential building, then we keep it under the moderate and high risk building categories. And in that category also, once online application is submitted, then within 7 days, inspection is done based on type of the risk category. And if it is not done, then the deemed certificate is issued by the system. So the upper limit which we have kept for giving this plinth level certificate is 7 days. Once it is done and building is completed, then one single occupancy completion certificate application form is taken from the applicant, this COCCRF application, which also includes the water and sewer connection, as well as if NOC from DOAC, fire or any other agency required. All these factors have been incorporated in one single application form. Once application is received, again it is scrutinized by AE. Simultaneously, it is transferred to the other relevant agency from whom NOC is required. System itself generates a fixed date, which we have fixed every Tuesday and Thursday, and all relevant agency like fire, especially it is the fire and Jal Board, which is responsible for water and sewer connection in Delhi, and MCD. All these three agencies go for joint inspection on a fixed date and time, and after, based on joint inspection, the report is uploaded on the system, and for all these activities time is fixed. So the upper limit in this case is also 30th day. So on 31st day, automatically if you are not able to do any activity, the timeline. So as of now, as per our unified building bylaw, completion cum occupancy certificate is 60 days, and practically we are able to do all these three activities in and around 30 days. Regarding the procedures, as I mentioned at the beginning itself, earlier there used to be 28 procedure, later on it came down to 24, then 16, then 11, and at present only 7 procedures are there. As I said, there is one common application form which integrates all external internal agencies. We have color coded zonal map which is there. In fact, it is on public domain. Anyone can see. If suppose I have someone is having one plot in Delhi, if he goes in the Google map and if he goes in our website, he can find out whether there is any interface of Airport Authority of India or SI or not. So public at large can find out whether NOCs are required from this agency or not. This CCZM itself is a big revolution as far as getting construction permit in Delhi is concerned. We have online calculator for fee calculation, and online payment have been integrated with our single window system. As I said, risk-based classification of the building is a concept of developed which we have integrated in our UBBL, and we have classified depending upon the type of building, depending upon the plot size, depending upon the uses, under very low risk, moderate, and high risk, and depending upon the risk categorization, we have given a number of permission. Similarly, affidavit has been removed. Now, earlier there used to be maybe 10, 12 different type of affidavit. Now all have been removed in single e-undertaking. Earlier we used to take NOC from our property tax department. This has also been removed now, and this building permit are issued online with digital signature, no personal visit. But I would like to say that in this whole thing, no paper is used, everything is online. No file work, no paperwork, no signature. Application comes online, approval given online, all processing is done online. Occupancy and completion request, there is one form which has integrated the requirement of water, sewer, and fire department. Earlier, you used to take a person has to go to Jal Board for water and sewer connection. So now what we have done, water and sewer connection charges with our single application form only, so that the applicant does not need to go different department, and everyone has to come for joint inspection without fail. This completion certificate is also issued digitally, so no offline thing at all. In most of the places, if the building is of the low or very low risk category, no site inspection, and architect and professionals are competent to get all kind of permission themselves. Similarly, we have also introduced the new concept of designated latent defect liability and professional indemnity insurance. As we know, this building, if it is a big building, it is being constructed by developer or builder. There may be some likelihood of some damage or some defect in next coming few years. So we have also kept a provision that builder or the person who are constructing the building will be responsible to ensure that if there is any defect, it will be insured and he will be responsible to get it rectified. So a 10-year insurance is being done by the. We have also brought a concept of professional indemnity insurance, in which if the architect who has made the design and if there is some fault in the design, and because of that if the public is suffering, then it is being insured by the architect also. At present, these builders and constructions, big companies, they are having this latent defect liability for 10 years. Therefore, we call it decennial one. But as far as professionals are concerned, like architect and engineers, structure engineers, this is being done on year-to-year basis. Earlier, up to 105 square meter buildings, residential building, there used to be no interface. Architect used to get the building plan sanction on their own by submitting online application. In the last 1 year, this 105 square meter, we have brought up to the level of 500 square meter, means up to 500 square meter residential building plan. Architect or the professionals, they get the building plan sanction on their own by simply hooking in our system. There is no approval process by the officers of MCD. So a number of procedures which we are talking just now. In fact, if I will request everyone just to have a look, the first two, procedure 1 and 2 is essential for the sanction of building plan. So one common application process being done by the department and the building plan is sanctioned. So earlier it used to be, as per our UVBL, 30 days time is there, but actually we are doing in 8 days. Similarly, procedure number 3 and 4 pertains to our plinth inspection and getting a certificate for that. Earlier it used to be 7 days. Now also we are taking about 6 to 7 days. Procedure 5, 6 and 7 is essentially getting occupancy certificate and water and sewer connection. So one application form, joint inspection by all agencies on a fixed date and time. Joint inspection report is uploaded on our system, and after that occupancy certificate is issued. And earlier it used to be 22 days, and now in fact all these three activities, online application, online getting building plan sanction, plinth inspection report and occupancy certificate, total timeline which is given as per UVBL is 59 days, and we are able to do it nowadays in 34 days. Similarly, as I mentioned at the outset, also the cost has also come down to the extent of 91,000, which is only 1.31% of the total cost of the building. Reforms per se, we have common building code for the whole Delhi. We have brought risk-based classification like very low risk, moderate and high, and for all different kind of building, whether it is residential, institutional, hazardous, public buildings, and based on categorization, a number of relief has been given at least for very low and low risk categories of buildings. Approval based on third party means, like as I mentioned, up to 500 square meter residential building. Approval now is being given by professionals, means architect and the engineers who are registered with us and who are competent, who have been made competent, means this is being done by them, not by us. What we have done in order to improve transparency, in fact, all our circular, checklist, FAQ is on our website. We have made a dynamic dashboard which we introduced only 2 months back. In that dashboard, from time, anyone can see, and if a registered architect is there who has submitted the application, he can see the on real-time basis the status of their application. We have also have a small film which we have kept on website. We have also kept what we used to be earlier and what we are doing now. This color-coded zonal map I explained in brief. For all the agencies, we have mapped on our GSDL platform, whether it is DUSC, DUMRC, ASI, AI, Forest Department, DDA, PWD, Railway, NHAI, so that as and when any application is submitted for for the sanction of building plan, automatically this CCZM suggests, do we need NOC from AI or Forest or DDA, so that unnecessarily application doesn't go each and every agency. Our map itself suggests, and this map is also in public domain. One can find out whether the plot or that particular applicant requires any interface from these agency or not. In order to make the whole reform process successful in Delhi, in fact, a lot of efforts have been made by our officers and especially in the building department who looks after these things. And first thing is that the capacity of our staff, architect, engineers. Regular training have been conducted time to time. They have been motivated also. Every quarter we used to have a stakeholder meeting in which we call all architect, all structure engineers. We have our Facebook page, MCD is of doing business, Twitter handling. Recently, we have also conducted our star rating, and in fact, almost more than 90% have given our 5-star rating status to MCD in the age of doing business. In fact, I would like to say when this started, lot of resistance was there internally as well as externally also. Internally, it was more. Our officials were initially not willing to go for the changes for obvious reasons. So many issues are there. But after a lot of persuasion and issuing direction and forcefully implementing the reform, we could achieve up to this level. As far as our outside agency is concerned, even architect, engineers also, initially they were also some reluctant. They were thinking, in fact, in our corporation, we have fixed date every day. Now, of course, due to Corona, we don't have meeting per se, a physical meeting. But before that, we have fixed date. All used to come for if there is any kind of doubt clearing, any doubt. We have, of course, due to now Corona, everything is online. All kind of discussion is being done on through a webinar. Our architect, engineers, they are hooked on our WhatsApp group. If and even for application also, if application is there, if there is any issue in that, then the concerned architect can raise the issue on our WhatsApp group. Our officers are prompt; they immediately resolve that. Every day there is fixed time in which our officer look into the different kinds of issue raised by architect. These used to be done initially. Now most of the things have been streamlined. But today also our WhatsApp group is very active. And as I told in the beginning, because this is we now have trust-based system. We think what we used to do earlier by the corporation officials, now it is being done by the architect. I'll show you one data in the last where it clearly says now our almost 80% work is being done by the architect. Only for 20% work they come to the MCD where there is any interface with our officers. WhatsApp group, Twitter handle is all right. This data, if you just have a look in 2020, whatever we have total, 81% building plan is sanctioned by the architect. Only for 19%, if you see 2020 figure, only for 574 number of plan, it is being approved by us. The rest is being done because, as we know, most of the plan related to residential building up to 500 square meters. So, and it is being done by architect. So, for at least 81% of the work is being done by architect based on our system where there is no interface by MCD officers. And during lockdown also, because now everything is online, during Corona time also, most of the application has been processed online and has been granted. We have, of course, a lot of IC activity in the last few years, whether it is grievance redresser, movie, standee, regular press briefing. This is the dashboard which we have introduced recently, where one can have a look on real-time basis. A number of application accepted, rejected, pending. This is last 2-3 slides, which is very important. Earlier mode of submission used to be hard, now it is online. Procedure has come down from 24 to 7. Number of days has come down 157 to 60. Documents has come down from 39. This is very important. Earlier we used to have around 39 to 40 number of documents, which has now come down to only 3. So what I'll request for this webinar, I'll request all the participants from different municipality and corporation who are present today, if they can just look into it, what kind of documents we used to follow and what we are following now. Most of the data or information which you used to take through separate documents, it has been integrated in one common application form so that the applicant knows what to submit, what not to submit. NOC already we have discussed, approval process manual to online, payment which used to be earlier offline, now it is online. Fee calculator, earlier it used to be we don't know, but now calculator is there. Anyone can calculate the total amount of fee which is required to be deposited. Similarly, now plan which used to be released manually or hard copy is digitally signed now. Earlier there was no concept of deemed approval. Now date and time is fixed. If it is 15 days means 15 days, otherwise on 16 days automatically deemed approval will be there. Whether it is getting building plan sanction or plans inspection report or the completion certificate. Then CCZM, which is again the most revolutionary part in the whole system, because only because of this CCZM and color code zonal map, in which all the relevant department have been mapped, because this really facilitated in getting NOC. Otherwise, it used to take months in getting NOC or permission from the departments. We have removed all affidavit, simply one e-undertaking. Inspection by MCD has been, in fact, removed to a great extent. Only in the high risk and moderate kind of, and especially commercial and big one, inspection are done by our officials. Otherwise, it is by the architect and professionals only. For getting this completion certificate, this joint inspection team on fixed date and time, it is very important. It has really smoothened the whole process of getting occupancy certificate. NOC from property tax department, which is our own department, we have removed because all is with us, so they don't need to get any from the applicant. Similarly, sanction plans and completion certificate all are in public domain now. For this plinth thing, there used to be, we have made some amendment in UBBL also, and then the provisions which otherwise not warranted, we removed it. Now, recently we introduced this dashboard thing, status update. Jal board earlier for road cutting permission used to take, and this getting water and sewer connection from the Jal board used to take 1 to 2 months. Now it has been integrated with our common application form, and it has become really made the life very easy for the applicant. Our all circular, office order, etc. are in the public domain. These are some of the Facebook page just for information. Day-to-day issues. These are some kind of public awareness which we used to do in newspaper, through newspaper, even on our unipolls, like for public awareness activities, stakeholder meeting. The secretary UD DS Misra ji is doing it. And we used to do at least once in 6 months at the level of Secretary Government of India, and at the level of Additional Secretary once in quarter, at the level of Commissioner, all 3 Commissioner of the corporation every month, at least before Corona. Now, of course, everything is through webinar. Thank you.